Jeep Wrangler has been and still is the gold standard of off-road SUV for a lot of good reasons. Its impressive heritage, its infinite customizability, and its truly great off-road prowess are well known all across the world. And Jeep fans have been waiting anxiously for the news of updates to the new JL Wrangler. Well, you're in luck. Join us as we take a closer look at how the all-new 2025 Jeep Wrangler shocks the entire car industry. Powertrain updates. Wrangler sticks with the stick. Perhaps the biggest news with the new model year is that we now know that Jeep will not only keep the stick shift for us enthusiasts, but it comes standard with the 3.6 Pentastar V6, and you can't change it for an 8-speed auto like the previous model year for a fee. Manual enthusiasts breathe a sigh of relief, but bad news for the people who want to get an automatic transmission with the V6. Well, the turbo inline 4 and of course the hybrid 4xe are still offered in automatic. In terms of engines, we don't see many major changes. We still have the 3.6-liter Pentastar naturally aspirated V6, and in terms of output, it remains unchanged. The Pentastar still gives you 285 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, all coupled to the 6-speed manual transmission that we all know and love. On the other hand, the turbocharged inline 4 gets the 8-speed automatic, and it's able to put out 270 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Although it has lower ponies, the turbocharged 4-banger Wrangler is still a lot nimbler off the line from a dead stop. There's also a slight increase in the fuel economy compared to the regular Pentastar, as the inline 4 is rated by the EPA to get 21 miles per gallon combined, compared to the Pentastar's 19 miles per gallon. Next up, we have even more exciting news for the Wrangler fans. 392 returns with overwhelming popular demand. Sometimes the best way of saying farewell is, well, not to actually say farewell. Guys and gals at Stellantis made a lot of people very upset when they announced that last year would be the last model year for the V8 Wrangler, and they gave it a big send-off with the aptly named Final Edition. Well, due to huge public outcry, they have announced that they will continue the 392 Wrangler for one model year more, and the Jeep guys rejoiced all around the world. The new Jeep Wrangler 392 Final Edition is set to be the most powerful and fastest Wrangler yet, thanks to its exclusive 6.4-liter Hemi V8 engine. This beast delivers an impressive 470 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, allowing it to sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 4.5 seconds and cover the quarter mile in 13 seconds. But it's not just about speed. Jeep has packed it with rugged off-road capabilities, including an 8,000-pound capacity Warn winch, 11.6 inches of ground clearance, and the ability to ford up to 34.5 inches of water. Heavy-duty rock sliders and the trail-rated Select Track 2-speed transfer case ensure this Wrangler 392 is ready for any terrain. Continuing the legacy of the previous model year, the new Final Edition offers special details like exclusive hood and fender vent decals, black Napa leather seats, and a unique monogrammed shifter medallion. Off-road features include a half-inch suspension lift, bronze 17-inch beadlock-capable wheels with 35-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain tires, and a Mopar fold-out swing gate table. With the Extreme 35 package as standard, this Wrangler isn't just built for speed, but for conquering the roughest trails with ease. So will this be the final year for the V8 Wrangler? Who knows? But what we do know is that we're glad that this roaring beast is still with us. 4xe still here for those looking for a green option. If you really want an automatic Wrangler, we would highly suggest going with the hybrid 4xe models instead of getting the regular Wrangler, and we think this is what the folks at Jeep thought as well when they axed the automatic availability for the regular V6 Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler 4xe is currently the most electrified version in the lineup, pairing a 2.0-liter turbocharged i4 engine with a motor integrated into its 8-speed automatic transmission, backed by a 17.3 kilowatt-hour battery. With a total system output of 375 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque, it's a powerful hybrid option. As you might expect, the 4xe is very peppy. It can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just around 6 seconds, making it the second fastest Wrangler, just behind the V8-powered 392. The Wrangler 4xe offers an all-electric range of around 21 miles, ideal for short commutes or taking on a trail in near silence. A Level 2 charger can fully replenish the battery in about 2 hours, making it convenient for daily use. You'll notice cosmetic tweaks that set the 4xe apart, including blue accents and a charge port located at the base of the driver's side A-pillar, giving it a distinct look that hints at its electrified nature. Interior updates for the new Wrangler. Jeep Wrangler was the only car in the US that was still sold with crank windows. As of the next model year, that will not be the case, as Jeep is making power windows and power locks standard across all trims of Wrangler. Now, the purists might complain, but we think this is a move in the right direction by Jeep, and we're glad that features like power windows are standard across all trims. The Jeep Wrangler may not boast a more spacious or practical interior, but it skillfully balances classic Jeep charm with modern amenities. The upright, commanding seating position gives drivers a great view of the road or trail ahead, though the rear visibility is a bit hindered by thick roof pillars, roll bars, and grab handles. Of course, if you need a clearer view, you can always take off the roof and doors for the signature open-air Jeep experience. Inside, you'll find a throwback design with modern touches. The dashboard is narrow and squared off, with round air vents and chunky, durable controls for the climate system, power windows, and infotainment. There's enough room for groceries and everyday items. One downside, though, is that the rear seats don't fold completely flat, unlike most SUVs. As you'd expect, the two-door Wrangler is more compact, offering just enough cargo space for light adventures. It can fit only 2 carry-on cases behind the back seat, while the larger 4-door Unlimited model can handle up to 10. So if you're planning a trip with friends, it might be a good idea to pack light or opt for the larger model. Infotainment and technology in the new Wrangler. While the Wrangler can be stripped down to its rugged essentials, yes, you can even opt out of air conditioning, every model comes equipped with an impressive infotainment setup. The Uconnect 5 system is at the heart of it all, offering an intuitive, quick-to-respond interface on a sizable 12.3-inch touchscreen. Standard wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto ensure seamless smartphone integration without the hassle of cables. For adventurers, there's also built-in navigation, which unlocks over 3,000 mapped trails with a subscription, making it easier to plan your off-road trips. Additionally, an active noise cancellation feature helps keep the cabin quiet enough to take phone calls or enjoy your playlist, even when you're on the highway or a rugged trail. Trims and pricing for the all-new Jeep Wrangler. As you know, you can option the Wrangler with either a 2-door or a 4-door setup, and you can customize what kind of top you might get also. For the purposes of simplicity, we will look at the cheapest price you can get each trim for here. For the new model year, the 4xe is still only offered with the 4-door setup. The Sport trim serves as the entry-level Wrangler, but it still packs plenty of essential features. On the outside, it rolls on 17-inch black steel wheels wrapped in 32-inch tires, with a matching spare mounted on the back. The Sport also comes with a zipperless soft-top roof for easy access, manual folding side mirrors, fog lights, variable intermittent windshield wipers, and rugged molded fender flares. Sport will be starting from $32,690. The Sport S starts at $35,695 and builds on the base model with several upgrades, including a durable Gorilla Glass windshield and deep tinted side windows. For $40,190, the Willis trim steps up the off-road game by adding 33-inch mud terrain tires, a trailer tow package, a heavy-duty electrical group, an electric rear locking differential, rock rails and LED headlights, and fog lights. The Rubicon, starting at $47,550, is a serious off-roader with 33-inch all-terrain tires, high-clearance fenders, electronic locking differentials, a remote disconnect front sway bar, off-road driving modes, a heavy-duty front axle, a newly introduced full-floating heavy-duty rear axle, a tow package, and the option for an 8,000-pound Warn winch. At $49,370, the Sahara brings a bit more luxury into the mix, with heated seats and a steering wheel, 18-inch wheels wrapped in 32-inch tires, LED headlights, ambient cabin lighting, body-colored fender flares, dual-zone temperature control, and a proximity key with remote start for added convenience. Sahara trim is only available in the 4-door configuration. Finally, The Rubicon X is the ultimate off-road machine, priced at $57,500. It builds on the Rubicon by adding the Extreme 35 package, which features 35-inch tires on beadlock-capable wheels, 4.56-to-1 axle gearing, a 1.5-inch factory lift, and tailgate spare tire reinforcement to handle the larger, heavier tire. It's the most rugged and capable Wrangler in the lineup.